between the episodes on Eisenholm. I took a brief reprieve from quarrying to plant what is likely to be the last big harvest before winter, carrots and parsnips. Once the crops were in, it was time for a bit of resource collection. Prospecting around, I found a deep copper vein and mined out as much as I could before I was driven out by the local drifter population. With copper in tow, I made for the dirt dugout to smelt up a batch of molybdochacos ingots along with some copper nails and strips. Realizing I only had 8 ingot molds, I formed and began firing another pair so we could easily smelt batches of 10 at a time. With how metal alloys work in Vintage Story, doing batches in multiple of 5 is the most efficient method. With ingots cooling, I set off to gather more resin for the mechanical endeavors ahead. Collecting resources was going to take a good chunk of time, so I decided to take everyone along on the journey, and I live-streamed the shenanigans. Now we get to do these zoom-in things live. Together we gathered more copper and resin, fended off a temporal storm, spoke some nonsense about my lore headcanon. The rot plague was just mods. Led a couple of newly spawned bighorn sheep into the stables.
No, go in the hole. Go in the hole. Get in there. Get in there. Get.
Sang the briefest of sea shanties.
May the Wellerman come to bring us sugar and tea and rum. I don't know why I go into a weird voice when I'm singing half the time. I think it's to cover up when I might sing off key.
Smelted another round of molybdochacos ingots, and finally remembered to replenish the bee skeps. We also discovered the potential leak spot where Mr. and Mrs. Cluck may have phased through the window to meet their untimely end in the great outdoors.
So that might have been doing it here, because the candles, if those are possible to do it on that window, then this window very likely was that cooking pot sitting right here, and then they got stuck and then pushed through.
After the stream, I did a bit more quarrying to clear out space for our workshop rooms and began digging out the massive cavern that our future windmill array will be housed in. It's not fully dug out, but it's getting there. Emerging from the cavern, I checked in on how the cabbages were doing and was pleased to find that they were ready for harvest. I replanted the seeds in hopes that we'll get at least one more harvest before the weather turns too cold. And so that brings us to today, where I've discovered that there's a lot more stone than I expected. Just the section where our windmill rotors are going to go alone is, just shy of 7,000 blocks. A little too much to get done in one episode. And so the main benefit of building the workshop so that we don't have to manually hammer out iron blooms to make more tools is going to be negated by the fact that, well, we're going to have to make a ton of tools to dig through all that stone. So we're going to do something a little bit smaller scale, and I think it'll be easier to see once it's daytime, but I think this area right here might not be a bad spot for it. So it's near the farmhouse, which will make sense for what we're about to do. So I've got to check all those slabs and see if we have any that have some limestone, because I've got a plan. Oh, and I'm hungered. That's chalk. There's no limestone in any of these slabs, I don't think. These are all regular petrotite. Okay. Now, do I want to do limestone or do I want to do chalk? I think I'm going to do chalk. Come along. Oh, look at that. We got slabs in the rock slab processing place. This is neat. We need the rubble hammer for that, and then a wedge cut. There we go. And now, we're just going to wedge cut all of this chalk into bricks. And we're just going to mortar these bad boys right up here, eh? Oh, for sure. That's not enough. But it'll at least be enough to potentially get a little footprint started. So where our staircase goes leading off toward the castle, our farmhouse over there, this little section right here might be a good spot for a granary. Now normally this would be using a water wheel or a windmill to mill grain, but we're going to end up using this spot
as a little bit of mechanical power just until we get the workshop up and running. That way we've got a helve hammer, and we don't have to worry about not being able to make tools. I should probably make a shovel. I have enough to do this. Good. Okay. There we go. We have the basis for what we're going to need. So this is going to act as a foundational piece and a little bit of an outline of the foundation. And there's going to be a rectangular building that sits on here with a windmill coming up in this corner. And now, in the final construction of this, the windmill will come down here and then have a line going in through the house, out through the floor, to a quern. However, we're just going to run it straight down here and run it out to a helve hammer poking out of the wall for the time being. In there is going to maybe be a fireplace just to keep us warm when we're working outside. So that actually, we should probably just dig out right now. Figure out how we're gonna make this. I wonder, do I have any extra granite dry stone left over from the chiseling studio? 'Cause I think that might make a decent chimney material. Nope. But I do have a lot of granite ashlar blocks. Like, too many. So we might have to use these for the actual windmill portion. Oh, yeah. Yeah, because these are a lot. There we go, and we'll shape this up a little bit more as we go. But let's get the framework of the building in place and get all of our mechanical pieces made. I think oak could be good for this. Where's the rest of my oak? Oh, oak logs. Whoops. Okay, so some of this I'll probably want to fill in with packed dirt, just to keep the grass from growing in there, but I think this will work pretty nicely. Let's just fill this in a little bit more for the fireplace. Yeah. Yeah, that'll do. And then let's just fill this land in around the house a little bit more. I need to grab an axe if I'm working with wood. Actually, before I forget, those other cabbages were almost done, and they're done. Yeah. There we go. We should hopefully be able to have another growing of these. So that's September, October, November. Ooh, it's gonna be close because those take 14 days. I don't know. They're good till -5, but we will see. Yeah, 96 days and it's not even winter. I think I'll do is... Ooh, yes. Hey, okay, so this doubles up a little bit here, but that's going to be for just a special little entrance here. No, no, no. I'm a silly man doing silly things. I know what I know what I must do. There we go. Raise the roof up to a usable height. Just to give the illusion of the boards there. And I can always add support beams underneath it if I need to, or maybe along the edge. But I think this will get the point across. We might get a little structural beam or something here. But let's get the rest of these walls in place. Yeah. We'll detail this up a little bit more, but it's starting to take shape. Let's just take a whole bunch of these until I can't fit any more. Well then, I didn't expect to be able to fit them all. Alright, just shy of 2 stacks. That probably won't be enough, but we'll do our best. And of course, you have to be right here, staring me in the face. But we've also got the castle looming in the distance there, and that, with the fog, that's looking nice. I'm rethinking some of this. Definitely rethinking some of this. I wish I could see the clouds. Which way do the clouds go? Clouds are blowing eastward, so I probably want a west-facing windmill. Yeah, the grass is leaning to the east. Perfect. Really? Really? You gotta come out here and you gotta ruin my good time. That's alright, it's pouring rain anyway. What do I have in abundance? I've got a bit of claystone. I don't know if that's going to be enough for what I'd want. I do have a good bit of limestone. And some limestone ashlar blocks. Alright. And some limestone cobble. Alright. Okay, I think I have all the structural blocks I might want. Well, let's make our mechanical pieces. Since it's drifty outside. I've got pine logs in case I need more logs. So, okay, resin, saw. I'm gonna need sticks. I'm gonna need a lot of sticks. Sticks? Sticks? I know I had layers of sticks here somewhere. Layers of sticks. Aha! My inventory is very full. Oh boy. Alright. We're getting into this. So to make our windmill, we're going to need a couple large gears. So we're going to need a couple of these. That's going to be a lot of sticks. I should have been collecting and saving sticks. So we're going to need 8 of these in total. So... Oh, I'm not going to have nearly enough sticks. Okay. Haha. I have 4. Wait a minute, I have more sticks. I do have enough. Huzzah. Okay, good. Alright, we got those gear sections. What do we have next? So, 24, so I'm going to need 48 planks. Alright. And an axle. Well, a couple of them. So, let's pop... We're going to need a lot of axles. So, let's just do these. All in one fell swoop. Yeah. We'll get as many axles as we can. Pop those like so. And 48 boards. These don't stack. Okay, windmill rotor. I'm only really going to need 1 right now. And the other thing I'm going to need is I will need to make some sails. How many sticks do I have left? Probably not enough. Three sets. I need more sticks. Let's make it morning so the drifty boys will go away. And probably not going to need to sleep for the whole time. Just shy of 6 a.m. Sun should be coming up any minute now. Let's get on down to Windmill Town. So the windmill tower is going to partially intersect into here. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I didn't make a door. This will be far more decorated later on. Right now, it's just kind of a box. Okay. So 1, 2, 3. Just in case, we're just going to complete this all the way around. I realize I'm going to break my ankles when I try to get off of here because that's my last ladder. Haha, oh boy. Whoop. Ouch. Okay. Hey, oh, careful, you. Let's see. We're gonna just take out a few blocks here and there. So there's just a whole section now. My rationale for that is that section is just heavily damaged. Now I might texture that back up with a bit more of the ashlar blocks, but we do have just some patches here and there of the dry stone just to look like more worn down sections, and this entire portion of the tower is going to get rounded with a wide base here, kind of at the full 5x5, and tapering up ever so slightly until we hit the top. Now, can I easily do this? Yeah, I can. Aha! Oh, this is gonna hurt, isn't it? You know what? This gives me a chance. I can do a little bit of texturing up if I can kinda see what I'm doing. We'll call that a success, and okay, doesn't hurt too much. Yeah, adding a little bit of brick back in there kind of help break up the texture a bit. That's where the windmill rotor will stick out. So let's get that connected up, and let's try and make a few more ladders. I need a stick. I need a many stick. Only 7 trillion is what I ask. Not that many, but I need 'em fast. There we go. Pop that there. Chiseled there. Angled gear. It's nighttime again, and it's medium. Ooh, this could get a little dicey. We're just popping these on, and we've got mechanical power. It's not a whole lot right now with the gentle breeze, but I can put 2 more sets of rotors on there, which, now that we have sticks, let's actually do that. Let's get the sails up and in place, and then we'll worry about making our helve hammer. Oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. They don't like my designs. They're stoning me to death. The rotors are spinning. It's hammer time. Here I thought my resin and fat would be good enough. Oh, how wrong I was. My hubris will be my undoing. Gonna need a couple more of these angled gears. Let's see. One to connect to the big wheel. One to bring it down. And one to bring it back around. Yeah, maybe another to turn it, just for good measure. And the last thing on the list, an iron helve hammer head. This may be one of the last few ingots that we make by hand. Yeah, the real question is, am I going to be able to hook this all up without being assaulted and killed? How are you getting up here? Ah. Alright. I feel totally safe in here. Absolutely safe. Not threatened one bit in my own home. We're gonna have to wait till morning to finish the helve hammer. While we wait for the drifters to go away, let's just have a nice morning coffee. Yeah, that's not coffee. They're just standing out there. menacingly. Just gonna run far enough away for them to despawn, because it is now calm for rift activity. Okay. Now, let's get this helve hammer in place. It ain't pretty, but it'll do. And we're just gonna, for safety, patch up this portion of the wall. Just so drifters that are on the outside there can't just climb right up and in here. Can they do that here? No, I don't think they're smart enough. And that'll make a nice little spot for our forge. Let's go grab our stuff. Beautiful. Let's get these lit up and then go grab our tongs. So this is very much, obviously, a temporary setup, just so we can make some plates, to get ourselves some lanterns, and have a good place to start making some tools. Looks like the ingots are ready. Just have a snack while this does all the work. So, I'll see you all in a few minutes, once we've got all these plates ready. Tong, dong, dong, tong, tong. Don't fail me now, wind. Well, if we want to finish these lanterns, we're going to have to do a little bit of quartz mining. We've got the candles. We just need the quartz. It's a little unfortunate because I have stacks of regular quartz. I just don't have any more than a singular piece of clear quartz that I thought I had grabbed, but I guess I didn't. I should clear out my inventory a little. I keep forgetting to put this tin away. Let's just pop on over to where we were mining some quartz earlier and see what we find. With all that sulfur we've got, I could probably make some ore bombs, but not this time. That didn't take very long at all. Okay, let's make ourselves some lanterns. There we go. 10 brand new lanterns. Let's go pop these around somewhere, shall we? So first I think we'll light up the area for the pigs. There we go. Nice and central for them. Ah, the fawn grew up to be a ram. Well, we still gotta find a ewe for you. And let's pop one. I want to put one inside the coop. Yeah, just to keep it well lit. Light up the attic a little bit. we still have to do the window here. Whoops. I kind of like the torches down in the basement, not gonna lie. I don't know if a lantern is gonna feel too proper for the basement. But maybe over here a lantern just to get rid of this torch. There? That could do. Yeah, that lights it up pretty nicely. One just outside our entryway there. And with that, much more of the house is lit up. Although I think I wanted lanterns for in the workshop. Whoops. We can always relocate some of these if we have to. With the house using a lot of lanterns now, and us not really having... Ooh. Oh, I'm hungry. Okay. As I was saying, now that we've got a bunch of lanterns at the house, we have this extra torch holder. And so let's just pop it right here for now. Just so we've got a little bit of light and we can find this entrance a little bit easier as we continue to work. Oh boy, is there a lot to work on through here. Oh, and rift activity's low now. I missed my chance at calm. And since we're going to have quite a few tools to go through, I'm imagining we're going to eat through a couple of pickaxes and probably a couple of hammers. Let's take a lot of this with us over to our temporary smithing station. Let's actually organize this and amalgamate all of our ore into one chest, if we can. So we'll keep the dirt dugout right now as our smelting station. And this makeshift windmill is, well, the future granary, and will currently be our smithing station. There we go. Beautiful. Before I forget, let's actually grab that tin bronze and put it where it belongs. Tin? Oh boy, where'd I put the tin? Beautiful. We've only got a gentle breeze, so I don't think I'll work on processing all of our iron blooms quite yet. As low as this wind is, though, I might actually want to process this just a little bit. Because we're going to need another hammer really soon here, and this pickaxe will not last us all that long as we're digging out the workshop space. So we're going to make a couple extras. Please pick up wind. Moderate breeze. Once we have our actual helve hammer set up with multiple hammers and a lot more than just one windmill, this will work out a lot quicker. Okay, we have our spare hammer. Now let's make a few spare pickaxes. Excellent. Put that extra coal there, and we're just going to leave the anvil here so this won't be constantly going ting 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 every time we are coming by the area. And I think we're just back to digging. As long as there's no drifters in here. So far so good. What a thrill. Tonight. Snake eater. I hear drifters. Oh, I hear a lot of drifters. And a bear. Oh, okay. Alright. Okay. I don't want to have to be fighting them off. I'm pretty sure those lanterns are going to serve us a lot better back in there. As a drifter shambles around. Ow! Oh, he's seen me. I've been had. Back to the safety of the house. So I think what I'm going to have to do is either relocate a lot of these lanterns into the work area there, just to light it up and keep it safe while I'm digging out copious amounts of rock, or maybe just make some more. Now that we have a helve hammer, it's not going to be nearly as tedious to make plates. But in any case, I hope you enjoy. Oh, how'd you get in my home? How'd you get in my home? Sir, good sir, what did you do? How did you do this? I have a knife. I have a knife. Okay, so I'm slightly confused. How he got into the kitchen? That's not good. There must be a rift very close to the house. Not that one I see out the window. I think that's too far away. How did you get in here? Yes, I have a perfectly good sword right there. No, I don't mind. Where did you come in? Unless they're using this corner somehow to get in again. Which they shouldn't be able to. Well, regardless, we'll just stay up here in the bedroom where it's a little bit safer. Knife in hand, just in case drifters try to, I don't know, phase in through the floor. But as I was saying, thank you all so much for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. And a special shout out to all of our channel members. Thank you all so much. You're the best. But I will see you all in the next episode, and possibly, if you're good, I think we'll do another Between the Episodes live stream. That first one went really well. Thank you to everyone who came out on really short notice. I really didn't plan it far ahead. And by not far ahead, I mean I thought about it, and 20 minutes later I was live. So I might sleep away these drifters. But you all have a great day. Or good evening. Or good morning. Whatever time of day it is for you, that's all good. I'll see you next time. Bye-bye. Dear Diary, Day 43. They still don't know I'm actually a cat.